Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. It's your girl Deb back with another video. And for today's video, it's going to be this look right here. I think this look is really cute. Valentine's Day is coming up, and if you don't have any makeup ideas, I hope this sparks some interest. And if you like it, please continue to watch. Also, if you're new to my channel, thank you so much for clicking on this video. And if you're not new, thank you for coming back. Please don't forget to subscribe to my channel and leave me a comment, and I'll see you guys at the end of the video. So to start off my eye makeup, I'm just going to go ahead and prime my eyes. And I'm just using my NARS Creamy Radiant Concealer. And I'm just using a plain flat brush. Doesn't have a name or anything. I don't know where I got it, but I'm using it. Then I'm going to go ahead and set my lids with the Laura Mercier Translucent Setting Powder. This is the original color that they came out with, the regular one. And I think it's really lightweight and good to set my eyes with. For my eyeshadow today, I'm going to be using a Huda Beauty Nude Rich palette, and I'm just going to take this bottom shade here. And I'll put all my brushes in the description box below so you can see what brush I use. But I'm just blending that color in my crease from inner to outer corner. I am going to put a slow clip in the video so that you can see how far I'm going in and how far I'm taking it out. So here you can see I'm going really far in, like to the bridge of my nose. And I'm bringing that color out past my eyebrow just to get the perfect shape that I want. We're going to clean it up later and make sure it looks good. Next, I'm going to take this pink shade right here. I'm using this really tiny Morphe brush. I'll put the number in the description below. But this brush is perfect to get in my crease with so that I can control the product and put it exactly where I want it to go. And I'm pretty much placing it in the same order as I did the pink one, just more precise. So next, I'm going to clean my eyelids a little bit with some concealer. This is the Fenty Beauty concealer, my favorite one. And I'm just looking up a little bit to see where I want to carve out my crease. Once I get that down, I'm going to take this just little flat brush. This is a random brush as well, but you can use any like flat brush to carve out your crease. And this part you really want to take your time with so you can get the shape down. And you really want this line to be clean because when you put your other shadow on top, you want it to look really clean and precise. So really take your time and carve out the crease. I suggest using like a brush that's not like so fluffy, more of like a stiff brush so you can control the product and just wing out that concealer in the shape that you're going to put the eyeshadow on top. So that's basically what I'm doing here. And then I'm going to take the eyeshadow that you just saw and pack that on top really carefully, going around the top part of my crease, like where the cut crease begins, because I really want it to be a precise line. I want it to look really like, you know, good. So I'm just taking my time when I go around that top area to keep that line really sharp. Okay, so I'm just gonna pretty much do it like this. I am gonna clean up the outer corner. Hello, what am I talking about? When I do my foundation, and I'm just going to do the same thing to my other eye. Next, I'm going to just go ahead and do a wing liner. I am doing a really tiny wing, like a little baby wing. So if you want to do an extended wing, then go ahead and do you. But I'm just going to do this small one because I think it looks good with the eye look. And I believe this is Kat Von D Trooper liner. I've been using this liner for so long. Like, this is a little travel size one, but I just think it's really nice. It's like not hard to use. It's not like one of those liquid liners, which is a little bit harder for people to use. This one is really good. So I'm just going to do that on both of my eyes. And then I'm going to go ahead and get into my foundation. And I'm just priming my skin with the Milk Hydro Grip Primer. And for my foundation, I'm using the Too Faced Born This Way foundation. I'll put the colors down below, but this has been my favorite combination for like a couple weeks now. So I'm just doing that. And one is a darker color, one is lighter. So I put the lighter one in the center of my face and the darker one around the perimeter of my face. I hope I'm not talking too fast, but yeah. And I'm just using this smaller brush to blend it out. This is a Tarte brush, and I've been using it and really loving it. And then I'm just going to take a different flat eyeshadow brush. I really don't know where this brush came from, but I love it for what I'm using it for right now, which is cleaning up between my eyebrows and the shadow off the bridge of my nose, and it's small enough to reach that area and not look crazy. So for my concealer, as usual, I'm using Fenty Beauty's Instant Retouch Concealer in the shade 420. And to go around the perimeter of my face, I'm going to use this NARS stick foundation to do a little bit of bronzer. And I'm actually going to be blending my bronzer out first and letting my concealer sit for a little bit just to dry down. This brush that I'm using, I never really used for my bronzer before. It's like a Tarte brush as well. It came in like a little set. And it's kind of soft, but it works really good for this cream bronzer. And it just made my bronzer blend out so nicely. So I love that. Now I'm taking a damp beauty blender to blend out that concealer. And I'm also going to be very careful when I go to the corner of my eye because I want the line to be really, really sharp and clean and not like looking crazy. So as you can see, I'm being really careful when I go by my eye. Now I'm going to set my under eye with some Fenty Beauty setting powder. This is cashew setting powder, one of my favorite ones. I'm just putting a little bit on the bridge of my nose, making sure it stays nice and matte. Oh, you girl feeling herself, okay. Next, I'm going to go ahead and set the rest of my face using the Laura Mercier translucent setting powder medium deep. And I'm using the back of my beauty blender. The same beauty blender, it is kind of damp, and I'm just pressing that into my skin to remove all that excess shine because your girl face be oily, and in Florida it's really, really hot and we're not trying to be looking greased down in 20 minutes. So to go ahead and set my bronzer, I'm using Fenty Beauty's Mocha Mommy Sunstalker bronzer. I use this a lot. It's one of my faves. And I'm just using a MAC brush to do this, and I will put that in the box below as well. And I'm just setting that bronzer so that it doesn't slide around and be doing its own thing when I'm doing something else. Then I'm just going to take a little bit of the setting powder that I use to kind of mesh the two together, making sure it looks good and seamless so that people don't be out there clocking us, saying our stuff is not blended. Okay, checking myself out, feeling cute. I really, really love this makeup look. When I saw Teaira Walker's look, I was so inspired and I wanted to recreate my own for darker skin, or you know, if you just don't have that palette and you want to see the look with a different palette. That was my reasoning behind creating this one. So yeah, that's what I was thinking. And I don't know what I'm doing. Oh, blush. So to get into my blush, I'm using this NARS Wanted palette. I think this is a Wanted 2 palette. And I'm going to use this shadow right here. I was seeing a little undecided right there, but I didn't want like too much pop-up color because I wanted the main focus to be on my eyes. So I just added that, and that was kind of like my blush and highlight. And I just used the same brush that I did my bronzer with. So yeah, that's what we're doing. Put a little bit on my nose. I've been loving that lately. I don't think I've been contouring my nose as much. I've just been putting like some blush on it, maybe a little bit of bronzer, but just like all over. For my lips, I'm using MAC Chestnut, of course, and I'm using Fenty Beauty's liquid lipstick. I don't remember the name. I want to say it might be Uncuffed, but I could be wrong, but I'll put it in the description below. And yeah, I'm just lining my lips, and then I'm going to go ahead and put that lipstick in the middle and blend it out. Then I'm going to add this other one because I wanted the color to be pink, but like a nude, more nude pink. So I added this other Fenty liquid lip paint is what it's called to my lips, and it gave me the perfect look I was looking for, and I was just really feeling it. I went ahead and did my mascara off camera. I didn't add any lashes to this look because I didn't want to take away from my eyes, and sometimes when I add lashes it just covers up my eyeshadow. So yeah, and now I'm just going back to do a little bit more lining to my lips, defining them a little bit more, and that's pretty much it. That's the end of the video. So I hope you guys enjoyed, and if you recreate, send me pictures, let me know, and I hope you have a great Valentine's. And yeah, see you guys later. Bye.